Far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. It brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's James. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Running right, Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll go again to Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to Komet.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the interception, here's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So first that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now it's Jackson.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield. He didn't scramble for the run, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. The Chargers 34-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Jackson's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have moved out in front.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 14, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. The Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Pushes past him.
That's complete right side to Komet.
And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again back to Komet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Steps away to his left. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a fourth.
At the 35-yard line.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And it's incomplete. They can cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got a man complete. And some room to work. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amon-Ra St. Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd and inches, Wilson towards the end zone for Brown. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.